Welcome on back everyone to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 15 of our Skaven Chemical Warfare campaign. In today's episode we're here for a bit of a trade deal with the cone-headed Valky of the Bloody. Corin's chosen, looks like she would like us to pledge loyalty or die, and I can go ahead and pledge at least some trade for now.
These terms are adequate.
I don't see the Warpstone over here for one of our trade goods, so I'm not really sure what we do with Warpstone. That may just be one of the resources for that another one of the Skaven Clan factions takes advantage of, and we just aren't able to. It seems like, though, it would be a trade resource that you could only trade maybe with other Skaven factions. But I'm not seeing any of that here. Let's just real quick check our trade with Pestilence. Or not Pestilence, but Skryre. Does it tell us what we're trading to them?
We talk.
Usually it does.
Yes?
No, it looks like they don't... No, there's no Warpstone being traded hands, but that's okay. It is soon to be time for our war with Pestilence. Oh, Skaven Blight looks great. Look at this. The ruins of many, many human cities right on, kind of stacked on top of one another. That's fantastic. They control all... Yeah, I think we already saw this. But they control all of Astalia up into Carcassonne. They're arguing over the control of Carcassonne with Arguilan, Reiklin, and even Grom the Paunch. Can't believe Grom's still alive. Alright, so what we did in between episodes is I went ahead and raised the Swamp Town. Here in Hexawaddle, we have a couple things built up. We've got the walls. We are upgrading the gold mine. Be kind. Come on in like this, that way it doesn't cause us any issues. We are upgrading the walls, the gold mine, the arcane generators for a bit of corruption and more income from all of the lovely tier 5 buildings here. Taskmaster's platform for control, gold, and a little bit more corruption. And then the little rubbish pit for gold, corruption, and then a little bit of recruitment cost reduction because we'll have a lot of elite guys coming in here at Hexawaddle. Other thing we've done is we have come on up to the Tyrant Peak and added in the warp gas refinery. So there will be attrition in this region for enemy armies in the province. We'll have extra trade tariffs, faction-wide by 10%, and more Skaven corruption if we needed it. 2% less upkeep for all of our globe teams, as well as 2% more missile strength for all of our globe teams. We also get the garrison cares of the Immaculate Fume, which will be a fantastic and fairly horrifying defensive force. Up in the north, we are raiding here in Strag Core while upgrading the Hex Gate ever so slightly. I'm going to go ahead and get the Nest Nursery in here because it's pretty cheap. And we're going to keep an eye on the Dawi, as well as declare war. Basically, we're going to be declaring war on Strag, or the Bony Boys here as soon as we can to finish off the Tomb Kings. The only issue with that is we do have Silostra between us and them.
Then I shall sing. Then you will do as I say.
Yeah, maybe not. I think the ghosts are going to have a really hard time against us. The undead versus what we have here for the Skaven is not going to go well. Even their damned paladins. Here at Colorrock Spire, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Taskmaster's platform here too, just to help out with control. We don't really want to be bopping rebellions on the head at this point. We've spent so long fighting with Mazdamundi and Katep that they kind of acted like our relentless rebel armies. We'll go ahead and take a look into technology, and we are actually going to go all the way down to the weapon side here. That way it doesn't cost us any gold, and once our economy is a lot better, we'll have everything we need to go ahead and finish off shipping warp chemicals all the way up to the Council of 13. But for now, let's go all the way down to the warp vision scopes, so it'll be more melee attack and causes fear for all of our globe teams, less reload time for all of our poison wind mortar teams, and then more range for them as well. I'm going to stop just short of the warpstone power suits, because all this does is give us more ammunition and armor for Clan Rat, Shock Rat, and Storm Vermin. Very good, but not as useful as getting this warp vision scopes, and then coming on up to the actual tree, and coming through into the volatile plans, and getting some of these other down here that give us more range and such. So more range for all of our weapons teams, and more missile strength too. Sounds fantastic to layer on top of the buffs we're already giving to our mortar teams. Mark hasn't been moved. Yeah, no, he's just sitting here watching Prince Faham build up a squad of skeleton warriors. They're raising all of their undead, only to watch them get crushed later. Take a fast look. Marv's the only one that hasn't been moved. Scratch Stradamus, you can come on in here and try to steal some technology from Strag Core. It'd be awesome. You succeeded. Lovely. That does get rid of a good chunk of our cash. Let's pull up in here to grab the rest of our heroes that haven't moved. Scuttle the Shadow Knife and continue his journey along the waste here.
Harness the power.
Alright, next turn, Marv the Man is much better at stealing. It's simple. You make from the land and we take from it. And from you. More income from raiding and less control wherever he's chilling. Next Waddle has been besieged. Westland and Neverland are now 1. And yeah, they got us where most of our infantry are going to take a lot of damage. Let's see if we can't just sally out and finish them. Really? So Mazda used his very hard difficulty cheese to get more units when he should have been able to. Okay, fair enough. Go ahead and use a little bit of food here. Luckily, most of our weapons teams are fully intact, but having this much health out of the others is not a good sign. We do want to sally out, though, and do as much damage as we can. Yeah, we'll keep Wayfarer on. Instead of giving it to Trickstab, I'm going to give it to the Trench Beast here. That way they don't have any trouble when if they ever get bogged down or anything like that, they should just be able to blast out pretty quickly. So let's move on in here to defeat this, hopefully, kind of last stand army of Exwaddle. Alright. So unfortunately we don't get our units set up in the previous deployment, but that's fine. I'll go ahead and start up here. I'm going to mute mode just for a moment while I get some water, and we'll get everything muted up.
Ready, steady, doom! Now, ready now! Skaven, yes! For the Valentine! Play claw catapult!
Alright, I'm back. Said the wrong word, but it'll work out. I'll go lightning here and other mortars in position. Got a small square of artillery. Actually, we want to probably flip them. The trees we have on our side, just kind of scattering here, does a lot of blocking of the artillery for the enemy here, which is a bit spooky. Maybe instead we want them over here. Quickly take a look. Nope, that is far worse. We'll deal with the occasional hit of trees. Back in here would also be pretty great, but again, we're only going to be hitting anything with our cannons when they crest this hill, which is a bad idea. We're going to pull up the road then, let them travel along the road themselves, and then we'll go ahead and have all of our proper Skaven get in position. What we've learned is I do need to get quite a bit more aggressive with our Deathblow bombs. Once the enemy starts closing the gap, we need to then move on them a little bit more than I currently have been. That way, we can minimize damage to our globes before they actually manage to duck them. Jezzail teams, these guys do not have... Yeah, they don't have snipe. They can't hide in the forest. Trench Beasts on this side, although we could actually have them, since they have Strider, we could have them come screaming out of the woods. Our very weakened Turntails and Rat Spears. They've got a rough job, but someone's gonna do it. We'll go Halberdiers on this angle. Shock Rats here, and here we do not have nearly enough infantry for this. So, we're going to probably want to use most of our Winds of Magic on summoning more friends. We have 5 Toxin Tide we can go for.
Channeled and charged!
Channeled and charged. Alright, that is our squad set on up. Let's go single entities and the Trench Beast. Our infantry. Get you to... Well, guard mode seems to make it so they just don't throw their globes at all. And then Vrrtkin and Jezzails and all of our smaller weapons teams. There we go. How long till Mazda Money shows up? About 2 minutes. So we will definitely want to try to do as much damage as we can.
Now, ready, now! Warp cannon lighting!
Warp cannon lightning.
Now, ready, now!
Alright. We will have one of you, so Zapspork, you're the mage. That means Kevin shall be enhancifying all of our artillery. Right, you have Ballistics Calibration. Indeed. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our healer. Wait, no, Kevin's the healer. How weird is that? Pop that globe on Trickstab. I'll have you all advance. Our globe claws are just out of range, and their lizards are just gonna go hide. Oh, how cowardly. Although, it does give us the opportunity to take a better hill. We just likely wouldn't get there in time, so we're gonna chill out, let them come to us. Oh, they already were. Sweet. I thought they were being cowards. You'll love to see it. Alright, Lightning Cannon, can you reach this mage? Now he's being just cagey enough. So we'll have you move up and hit him with your Globe of Elucidification. Get on in there. Alright, if we could have you... Well, it's just going to be hitting if it so chooses. Go after these Cold One Spear Riders. We don't want our Globe Claw catapults to waste too much ammunition. Take out as many of them as you can. Lightning Cannon that's a little bit of a waste of your shots, so go ahead and have it take off Fire Will for now. As well, let's have all of our artillery just kind of cease for the moment.
Clan Chieftain.
Right, well done. Those Saurus warriors running for the hill. The bombardment's still going on? Good grief. This is a rain of globes. Both of you get your damage over time effects in there, since both Trick Stabs and the other one should be different. That should be a lot of nasty. Alright, everyone. They're keeping their mage just out of range of the lightning cannon. Our generating ammo is incredible. We can do ballistic celebration on ourselves here. I don't know if that necessarily works for them, but oh, no, it definitely does. What's their reload time down to? 5.6 seconds. I don't think you can get it much better than that. Globes on the next group.
Annihilate. Eradicate.
I'm smashing on in here.
All fear me.
Now push through. Saurus warriors have really good combat. Alright. Melee strength, that's what I was looking for. Weapon strength. You kind of come on back, let us keep blasting those globes. Lightning cannon, your target is the Death Priest. Alright, that's that group dealt with. Keep falling on back. In fact, I'm gonna have you guys go over here after these Cold One Riders. Alright, globes, you guys are done firing. You tend to waste shots way too badly. Hunting pack here, a solar engine here. Why are you advancing? Oh, the warp lightning cannon makes me so sad sometimes. I keep falling back. Bring those horned ones into a fight they do not want. I'm gonna slam in there, deal as much damage as they can, but now they're gonna be taking infantry over time just for being here. Hurry up and get back into position. We need you now. Back on fire at will. You turn and throw this here. Yeah, Trick Stab's such a strong baton now. The speed to get around. Lightning cannon. Can you actually fire on the Death Priest? Do it. And I do see the Carnosaur going wide. Ratling gun, get it on the units here. Lightning cannons are stopping the Death Priest from doing anything useful. Although we do need to use them on the solar engine if we can. Cheeky solar engine. Throw globes at the hunting pack. Globes in there annihilated the Carnosaur. Good night, sweet prince. They like to go after my turntails with a banishment. Fall back a little bit there, you guys. Globes bombard here, and then we'll go ahead and have you take out this skink horde as well. Get a nice blasting. Boy, here come the other big boys. Turn and fight. Summon in the extra globe teams. Reload skill. Give the ward save globe up here to Trick Stab. Quickly. Mazdamundi being a coward, go ahead and get Mazdamundi captured and defeated. He's not a coward, he's terrified of death globes. Which, very fair. And you snipe him, Mazdamundi's running for the hills, lightning cannon, you got the solar engine, right? Perfect.
Agreed, yes.
Weaken here. Clan Rat summons in behind. Actually, you get the Bastillodon, and actually everyone here work on the Bastillodon at the same time. That'd be awesome. The increased damage on the death globes is really finally starting to pay off. There it is. Mazdamundi's final stand. Defeated. Get him, Storm Vermin. Alright, we're gonna run down as many of these Saurus things as we can. I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, it settles on a close victory there, but Hexawattle has its final defenders crushed. They might have a few more guys they can recruit up down here, but they're down to just Maku Peaks, and that is a bad place to be in. We're going to go ahead and take the replenishment since we have so many enemies around us.
Yes.
Paco was slain. Yeah, now we've got the Lizardmen downloaded here. Enough near losses was... Or a few near losses was more than enough to figure them out. We're gonna go ahead and take down Jaredon. It's just the solar engine. I'm surprised they're allowed to have armies that are nothing but... Oh. Solar engine is just always going to be giving you more vigor. That's pretty great. We need to get another Lizardman campaign going. Rumble the lizards. A Wand of Jet has been claimed from that fight. We also need to get Trick Stab some better armor. He's been rolling with his basic armor the entire time. Skalm is not useful. Gambler's armor at least gives us some ward save. I almost was pretty sure we already had done that. Shaded Shield is, yeah, it's pretty meh. Skills for the grip node. More range in the chemical launcher is fantastic. That's what we'll do. Over here towards the Vrrtkin rocket, which we need 4 points, so just one more. I think one into either Warp Forge armor or even the personal chem injector. The only problem with this one is it makes you rampage, which is something I'm not. But you can give it to one of the allies. Okay, you don't have to give this to yourself then. Let's see, that works out fine. Someone else gets to rampage.
Yes.
Let's do... We could also do the rampaging Musk Globe, which throwing these over on our shock rats should make them pretty horrifying. Of course, we could also just make him have more range by a heap. 189 on a globe thrower is goofy.
Warlock engineer.
Let's do magic reserves into earthing, so there's no miscasts for our rats. They have very low health, so they don't like to miscast. And your melee tree is pretty much all figured. We just need to give you some more speed, which works for me. 74 speed is pretty good. We also could give him the Banner of Swiftness too, or the Wayfarer's Banner, that way he's able to rocket around the map. They failed to spot our ambush. Stegodon and his porcupine friends. We will go ahead and enslave this group. Ooh, we finally got headsmen. Less control for the enemy local region, and less both leadership and control by 3. One of my favorite traits. Any traits you can gain to lower... Oh, really? Peter Swaft is coming on over to colonize Swamp Town. Go ahead, bud. Surely that's not going to be a bad idea. Trick Stab will have you come on forward. Channeling. Channeling our way towards Maku Peaks here. Fantastic. Go for the Arsenal here in the Tyrant Peaks, give us access to Deathglow Bombs, and I think access to an additional Master Globadier. Yeah, you get 2 additional Master Globadiers. That's pretty worth it. Go over the Plane of Gas and go for a max tier stuff too. We already have the Manufactorum, fair enough. We definitely want the Warpstone Reactor as soon as possible. Temple of the Horned Rat is 13 additional control. And my own lucky number 13. We're going to keep it on expansion, just planning just for 1 turn. We can't quite afford the Warp Gas Refinery, which is what I really want. So I guess we can go ahead and snag in the Construction Cavern here as well. Gives us access to the Warlock Engineers. We get all the way up into the Doom Wheel. The Plague Monk Sensor Bearers are not really what we're going to be using. We're going to be using the Carriers of the Immaculate Fume. The Vrrtkin Help and Abomination is pretty exciting too, though. Because it has this leaky tank where it's got a Mortis Engine effect as well as just being a big monster. Brood Horror, Rat Ogre. So none of these are actual... Also, the Vrrtkin Rat Ogres are their own. Wonder what's different about them. I've got to go find out. Where's one of our units? Marv. What's different about the Vrrtkin Rat Ogres? Here's your Rat Ogre. Here's your Vrrtkin one. Absolutely nothing. They just look different. Which, hey, that works fine by me. They probably have gas masks and such. Oh wait, maybe they have different traits. Frenzy, Molder Monster. No, they're exactly the same. That's fine. Good to know as well. Just having different flavor clan rats depending on their different aesthetics for the different rat ogres, rat clan rats, whatever they might be, goes a long ways towards making your campaigns a ton more fun. Yeah, so down here we're going to go ahead and grab... That does help with the research rate. But we're going to go ahead and grab the... Nope, not the breeding stock yet. We'll have another settlement for that. Probably maybe even Hexawaddle. Which would be kind of thematic since we already have all of the lizard beasts there. We can just have it be that Molder has set up shop and they're chopping up all those beasts to make new. Horrifying, but what Molder's all about. Let's go ahead and throw in the war in here at Rothgar. Kotev's back, and they are building up forces extremely quickly. Alright, Marv, what we're gonna do with you. You just run back over to the Hex Gate, and I'm gonna see what we can pull through our Alliance recruitment with Skryre. Do not have any allegiance points, do we? So it looks like he has most of everything. Skaven Slave slings with shields, really. Skaven Slave spear slingers. Warp lightning cannons, which is one of the things. Well, this army is missing warp lightning cannons, but I think I would only really add 1. And they've got their own brand of Deathglow Bombardiers, which you can see don't have any kind of damage over time effect. They just have a heap of damage itself. Wow, shielded Skaven Slaves. I wonder if this is only for the major clans. And Strict Stabs, I don't think counts as a major clan. They are just a subsidiary of one. Okay, so some interesting things coming through recruitment there. All I probably would go for is one of these cannons, Warp Lightning Cannon. So let's go ahead and get rid of one of these Skaven Slave Spears and replace it with a cannon.
Warp lightning.
It won't have the same effect as the one that it hits Zap Zap has, where it stops spells or their abilities from being casted for 15 seconds, but it is still pretty good. Scratch Radamus, let's see. You think you could... Ooh, you could wound Prince Vaham. I'd rather you steal some more technology, though. Oh, you failed this time. But we did gain some skills. We can use those to continue to boost up our Master Globadier when he gets back into an army.
Skryre agrees.
Patrick, you were an even faster rat than before.
Where's my doom rocket?
Where's my doom rocket?
Need promotion.
I think we're going to use Chief Chad instead of just watching the tree people here. We're going to use him to come on down into Lustria and discover some more Skaven factions. Perfect. Alright. Marv the Mad has spent multiple times recruiting, or turns recruiting, so he is now extra charismatic. +3 to his charisma. Since you actually don't have any poison attacks right now, he can give you the Corrosive Bane, or the Corrosive Blade. Combine the two weapons we had previously together. Wand of Jet. Power recharge plus 80% increased cooldowns. That's better than the Forbidden Rods, you don't have to take damage. Bunch of fairly meh weapons here. Scrying Stone. I haven't been using the Trickster Shard near enough, so let's go for the Scrying Stone. That we have higher ambush chance for the Lord's Army, as well as more damage, like an activatable damage resistance. Seems pretty good for lads that are already kind of counting as a Mortis effect. Bunch of Confederations are away. We've also got ourselves a Lightning Cannon.
That will work.
That will work. Beautiful. Scratch Radamus. Deal some more attack for me. Or continue to fail. Morskitter does watch, and you have failed me for the last time.
What do you get, Swan?
Maybe a non-aggression pact with how much you're building up in my territory? Only 800. We can come stamp you out anytime we need to. Alright, Jonathan, your job is to sack Port Reaver.
Stalk. Yes.
We'll just use the lizards here to build up some more food. And food there, and a Deepwood Branch. This warding branch's origin may be known, but its true nature is not. Its original discoverer, nothing but a long-lost memory. Huh. A branch from Athaloran. We'll go ahead and sack Port Reaver.
Smash, break, and grab take.
Smash, break, grab, take.
Sorcerer, inventor.
Now we haven't gotten very lucky every turn here. We've got a 5% chance per turn to expand the Under Empire. It just isn't happening for us. I don't mind upgrading this up to the mine shafts. It's going to cost us a lot more food and I think 1 more food, 50 more gold. So we'll just have to play accordingly. I'll resolve those poor lizard things. Only getting 2 food out of that one, so not nearly as useful. We'll sprint back into friendly territory here.
This way.
I'm thinking we need to prepare for a war with the Kislevites here. They've got a lot of territory while we won't necessarily be making full gold out of it. It's a lot of territory that I prefer they don't have. Alright, let's go ahead and finally upgrade Ice Rock Gorge so we can get the walls here up to its max tier. Getting walled settlement battles against our foes can be pretty important. Now we aren't protecting their backs at all. Bold strategy. Nagron is starting to like us a little bit more, and they're no longer at war with Volkia. I just am looking for people to trade with. It's likely we're going to come up here and clobber Nagron eventually, but for now, we'll take the non-aggression pack for the gold. We really are trying to mostly wage war against Skaven, and all of the cold settlements we don't care about so much, so I would claim these mountains all the way up to wherever their capital is, so the Altar of Ultimate Darkness. Nah, probably everything that the Dawi have here, but everything else we'll leave for the Druki. Because we, like I said, are more focused on the civil war down here against Clan Pestilence. We'll pull Johnny Boy back in our territory and go into a channeling stance. Skeggy and the Ziggurat are as upgraded as we can for now. Plus, Hexawaddle's making us so much more gold. I prefer to upgrade here. So let's go for the Scavenge Pile. Pays for itself rather quickly.
Yes.
Go back into channeling. It's very closing in on time for a battle with Estancia. So we'll use Driven here. Instead of going and figuring out what's happening with Estancia, we're going to come down south and find Pestilence's capital. Should still be Oixel. Alright, Estancia, have you heard all my talk about war? Is it time? It is indeed time. Alright, you make the first move then. Horned Rats save us. So you guys are coming out over here after the Ice Rock Gorge. I'm gonna stop that destruction immediately. Bekte Yolsif is back ready for duty, and we have the Warrior Enhancement Research. While most of the activities of Trickstab's laboratory are directed towards the development of novel toxins, some of his research also delves into the performance of his core military. 7 more attack for all globe teams. Globes, shock rats, cures the Immaculate Fume, and then causes fear for all those same units. And neither of these are a Stonkia, so she's got lots of army sitting over here. Address me as sir. Go ahead and get Vrt on side then. Rather not have the Savage Orcs causing us issues. Jonathan, you are going to go ahead and take down Port Reaper once more. We shall sack it. Get all the food we need out of it. And the experience for second, getting up John Warp Gas up to a Doom Wheel. And Trickstab, we are going to basically just have you all Sheik up here to threaten the rest of what Stonky has going on here. She took her sweet time declaring war on us. Oh, Borodin, you wish to die. No, don't even pretend that we can't reach him. A valiant really? You were giving the Kiss the Lights a lot of... Hey, excuse me. Fragmenti. Oh, it's been so long since I've seen these curses. Fragmenti, this is wasted here. And then Raven Scent, also wasted. I'm here for it. Ooh, negative 24 leadership's pretty rough. Who's gonna be down to 54? Yikes. I like the good old days. Alright, we've got plenty of food. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up a bit more, and I'm also gonna go ahead and circle. We'll come back to this. Also, it'd be funny if it's kind of similar to the fight against Slanesh, and you can just move in and out of the siege to avoid the hexes. Go ahead and take this up to tier 3 would be awesome, but we're not getting any leadership buffs in the fight against... Yeah, so just take it up to tier 2.
Make Under Empire bigger.
Make Under Empire great again. I don't think it ever was. Under Empire's never been great. It's always been a writhing mass of awful. Alright, now these curses are just applied to them now. Wait, excuse me. Hushed cast over here on my cannon? How rude. Alright, Chief Dad, we're gonna use you as a spy over here on Stonkia's lands then. So there's another full stack. Good grief. So 4 stacks, but no Stonkia. I can't even afford the elite units, the stacks of the elite units that they've got going here. I've got a ton of land. Alright, Marv, we have you back and ready for duty, but it looks like a triple stack is what you're gonna have to fight too. Okay, here's what we'll do. Marv, you are ready to fight. We'll just go sneaky mode here next to the Hex Gate. Catch any of them that are going into March stance, and wipe them out. Borodin, my good sir, how would you like to meet all of our chemical... Excuse me. Where did these other curses come from? Were they always here? In verses. Huh. Yeah, no, use all of the curses and hexes you want, lady. No, don't... Oh, encircle them again. 2 more of these guys. Let's go ahead and charge the field. So, what do they have going on? He's got Spirited Away? So, he is going to have himself some food that doesn't belong to him and turn into a pig. Or just turn into a bear when he has a little bit of health gone. That's an interesting strategy for your lord, I can't lie. I like to put that on expendable units. They've also got Kislephite Warriors with Leshy's Embrace. So they'll heal. They have Strider. These Akshina the Ambushers, excuse me, let me see all the... They put so many blessings on here. Wraith Sight for more range and resistance. Yeah, see what they have. Frost Wyvern's Toil. Missile Block Chance. And Wraith Sight here. So wasted on... Well, 10% more weapon strength's pretty nasty. I think we got him. I love to see all the blessings though. I can't even tell you how often I do not fight against this donkey. I never get a chance. Okay, quick look at the map. Oh, they're inside their setup. They are doomed. Well then. Alright, now I won't lie, if the AI was a little bit more clever, like they are in Pharaoh, they'll just sally out to come fight you if they think their army's big enough. If they did that here, we might have a little bit of trouble. There's all these choke points, which are going to be a nightmare for them. Alright, so lightning cannon on this hill. Gonna have a hard time firing a lot of this battle, so we'll get you set up good. There's no artillery coming on the Islabite side, so we are going to have full reign to do whatever we want. I'm gonna go ahead and split the catapults, that way they're firing on both sides of this base here. We'll have the other mortars set up in front of them. I'm gonna go rattling guns here, stopping anything from coming down those pathways. Death globes in the center. Two engineers on both sides, that way they can give the reload buff to either unit they wish. Turntails and spearmen behind our globes this time. Halberdiers here. Shock rats, I'm going to put both on one flank. And that looks pretty good. I might put the Giselle teams over here. Fire up and over. That will do. That will work. For my trench beast, though. Them I want kind of behind the line. We'll give them targets as we see fit. Infantry. You two out of guard mode. They didn't seem to matter last time. They still had trouble throwing their globes. We'll figure them out eventually. Alright, Blizzard's calibration here. Healing globe. Does it resurrect combatants? Oh no, it's not the healing globe. No, it definitely doesn't. Alright, ballistic celebration here as well. So we'll go ahead and have Lobe team and Rattling Gun team move up together. Quick stab, you come down the middle. Oh, I'd love to hear it. It looks like the Rampage is pulling them outside the walls. Orcus the White Warriors.
Skaven, yes, yes. At once, yes,
There's rats on either side there. You boys move up just to delete this group of warriors. Now this is Armageddon for the Kislevites. Ooh, the last charge of the dervishes. Yeah, they didn't make it. Go figure. I think those clan rats I summoned in nearly didn't do anything either. I think they immediately got scared. Fight the snow leopard. You're pretty much the only unit that can. Really very cost effectively is what I'm wanting to say there. All the units can fight snow leopards, but very cost effective. Advance. Did we hit our own shock rats with the rampage ammo? Or are they just rampaging because they took some damage? Something hit them. I just been some Akshina. Truthfully. Vent. That vent being as damaging as it is so effective. Alright, so one unit at a time here. I don't mind using some clan rats kind of foolishly on these armored Kossars. Let's go ahead and have all of our catapults advance. Cease firing just for a moment. Move up this side, bring the halberdiers in behind you, and Bonebreaker out front. That poor snow leopard. Messing with the wrong unit. Oh, here comes Big and Angry too. Snow leopard and Big Angry at the same time. Go ahead and have the turntails advance a little bit further. Onto this side, we'll have the rattling guns also take some ground, and the shock rats can go do feel like, oh, they've got Fragmenti, that's why.
Advance! Retreat!
Alright, Globe Spearman. I've got police sirens are going on outside, so if you can hear that, apologies. And if not, works for me. Alright, Bonebreaker, go ahead and weaken everything here. That combination is so deadly.
Knight ready, yes, yes! We breathe, we carve.
Globes away. Bonebreaker is cleaving his way through. Fight the Frostworm for me. Clan Rats, take out those Gossar Spears. Shock Rats, yeah, that Fragmenti actually might end up defeating our Shock Rats, which would be, well, sad. It would make sense. But then you come this way. Do one more vent.
Now, ready now!
Lightning Cannon, can you reach these Gossar Spears? Looks like no. That worked out on that Frostworm, though, didn't it? You guys bomb here, you go after these Gossars, and you go after this group of Gossars. Thank you kindly. Get over there, rats. We're gonna have to replace these Shock Rats, sadly.
Ready, steady, do!
Quick stab, no worries. You can fight them, no problem.
Breathe, breathe!
Yeah, these Shock Rats need to go ahead and pull back. Come on, lads, out of the fight. Ah, they're terrified. Works for me. And being terrified means they're not going to advance any further. Here comes the Snow Leopard. They really don't like Boss Hog here. Reload time. Yeah, Trench Beast, we gotta have you just send up this way now. As you're moving through, go ahead and reload time.
Unleash warp hell!
Unleash warp hell.
Clan Skryre!
Alright, here comes the big bear lad. Go ahead and get him bogged down with some Clan Rats. Globes, go ahead and fall back a bit here. Hopefully throw those globes behind you as you go. Globes, you come this way. Capture the zone for me. Some momentum moving our way. Pinch Beast moving on in on the side as well. Quick Stab, how you doing? We can use some heals. Truthfully. Alright, Death Globes, you're doing a really good job of taking out friendlies there. Them not throwing their Death Globes into as they... Oh, there they are. They actually did it before they charged in that time. It's the White Warrior versus the Elite. That Shock Rat got clobbered. What do you mean run, flee? You're doing fine. It's just the White Warriors. They can hardly be considered warriors. Taking out different units of their guys as they move on in. Let's go ahead and find and isolate. Oh, look. Speaking of isolation, some Harpent Gossars named Dimitri. There we go. Nullify these pistols. Pretty sure I told you boys to run. Fragmenti will take them down to 25% health, but not a lower. Our Globe Spears are gone. Run, Trick Stab, run. As soon as we get him low enough in health, he'll turn into a bear, and we can just run away from there. Bang, bang. Getting shot out by that group of Gossars. Go ahead and hit the walls. Should drag them through. Give you all the extra speed you need. Enemy Lord's running. Let's go ahead and pull Trick Stab back, because this guy's going to turn into a bear at some point. Fire on this group. You fire on this group. Mortar's doing good work. Let's just have them continue to blast away at these guys that are posted up on the barricades. They made it on through. We'll go ahead and summon in a unit of Clan Rats here. Quick stab and the other two Globadiers. Let's go ahead and start moving forward.
Cranky shriek.
Chuck your globes at this group while they move through. Globes away. Oh, must have hit the wall. How unfortunate. Go ahead and give them a nice charge. Bonebreaker still working his way through here. Quick stab, get the globe blasts in. Heals for the grim noted one.
Spell casting. Plague cloud catapult. Poison wind mortar. Clan advance. Straight.
As they flee, go ahead and turn and throw some globes, and I realize, lads, that I'm getting a little bit sick feeling. I'm gonna be right back. Alright, turns out I am in fact not built differently, and I cannot have no breakfast and nothing but a vitamin and coffee. That turns out is a bad idea. I'm not actually sick, it's just, I guess more or less poisoning myself. Wasn't a lot of fun.
Worthy of Skryre.
Wow, the Skryre. Summoning some more friends here.
Warp lightning.
This is your target. They've decided to move on in like fools. Rattling guns, you advance. Get some shots in on them as well. Death globes, let's come on up to the middle to get these Akshina. Alright, boys, turn into a bear. Alright, you guys need to run.
Shriek, shriek.
Get out of there.
Agreed. Yes, yes.
Playing right, you go for the Akshina. Go ahead and start throwing those globes here. I'm just gonna have you rush in and
Explode, yes.
please don't heal trick stab for me. The grim noted one needs health.
Sun cast. Clan agrees. Warlock engineer.
Get globes in on those guys behind them. We have some new Clan Rat Globadiers coming on in. These Akshina are getting obliterated. And now the Rattling Guns have caught them as well. And we'll summon in some more Clan Rats here. Alright. You guys need to run. Oh good, most of them already back in the rear there. Reload time reduction here.
Get to the lip. Yes, yes, yes.
Fall back. Trick stab, you get up here after these guys. You chuck a globe just to make them rampage, it'd be awesome.
Good.
Oh, you missed them. One more good chuck. I mean, that was a really fast takedown on this elemental bear. Everyone here gets a little bit more defenses. Go ahead and run from the Akshina. That bear is gone. And that is a victory over Astankia. Albeit with some pretty severe damage. Fragmenti, wouldn't you know, is an incredible hex. Almost like I use it every single time for a reason. We're gonna go ahead and run down the rest of these because the lights for a little bit more experience. I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, our use of ammunition drops it down to a close victory, but lots of rats were sacrificed, and for a really good cause. Gain a ton of food, and we clear out a little bit of our population surplus. 2 birds, 1 stone. We will go ahead and sack the Fallen Gates because money, money, money. Oh, I'm sure. Grand Banner of Clan Superiority. This banner is a colossal totem and a trophy rack. It screams to be looked at so other clans might be impressed or cowed. Oh, we can't quite make it into the Fallen Gates. What I'll do is just go into a march stance. Come on into friendly territory for maximum replenishment. Glorious.
This makes good.
Wood branch. Yeah, we really need some more armor. Executioner's Axe, not a bad one. Sundering attacks are fantastic. We give that over here to Patrick. He's got just a Sword of Strife right now. It is way better. Obsidian Trinket, not the best. Absolutely no ancillaries for you. You're just a follower after all. 81 speed there on him now. We'll go for the gun sight with Kevin. 212 missile strength. I was looking for the range, but 212 missile strength, pretty great. Zap Spark. We will have you give it an Arcane Conduit.
Warlock engineer.
Gives you more power recharge. We'll go that into Acidic Decay. way less miscast base chance for that upgraded variant, and less cost and cooldown as well. Brick Stab.
Harness for the
Let's go
power.
personal Kim injectors. We get over here towards this Vrrtkin rocket. Jonathan,
Master
we shall make you a draft master. Sneaky Ivan will go ahead and give the Bloody Blade. Chad the Chief will give Specialist as he moves his way down. And that looks pretty good to me. Warp Gas is claimed Port Reaver. We do have Peter Swaft, I think, also at war with Hexawaddle, so they might decide to come over here and claim Maku Peaks, which may work out just fine for us. Because we can keep all of our goodies here and steal from them instead. Alright, well, 18,000 more gold means we are going to come on in and immediately pop in the Warp Gas Refinery back in the plane thereof. And the better walls we have the time, Chained Sentry Beasts. It'll take 6 turns. That's far too much time. I'll go for the generators up here. Hasn't quite decided that war with us is the way yet.
Where's my dome rocket?
Alright, steal some more technology there from the bony things. 1,000 goals, what we got left? What can we do here at Hexawaddle? We go for the Stellar Pyramid of the Southern Skies. Upon the southern horizon of Hexawaddle, on the eve of the equinox, stellar pyramids will rise above the jungle canopy. Give us more faction-wide Lord Recruit rank, or research rate by 12, and then more wins and magic for all armies. Not bad. It doesn't give us any more gold, but it's got a pretty good effect. Oh, we can get the Warp Gas Refinery now? Well then, don't mind if I do. And with that, I believe that should be all the time I have got for today. I have been at Space Wizard Total War. Thank you all so much for stopping by today's Clan Vrrtkin campaign. If you all enjoyed the video, remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub thrown, and I'll see you all in the next one.